You are watching YanaTV.
Hi, this is Yana and you are watching YanaTV. And today we have a very special theme which is called Expert Advice. And next to me there is Suria Mohammed, who is a celebrity nutritionist, and she is ranked as #1 social media influencer in Singapore. So Suria, I'm so excited to hear all your tips about social media. Because I know that particularly for the generation of millennial entrepreneurs, we are leveraging social media a lot for our business.
Right.
And clearly the status that you have right now shows you know what you're doing.
It works.
Please share with us what it is that you are doing.
So this is a recipe for the cake.
Yes.
So when I on my social media, on my Facebook right now, I reach out to at least minimum about 5 million a week, right? 5 million a week. And if I post something, it goes up to maybe 10 million views, right? 10 million views.
A huge number when you think about 10 million views.
And over the last weekend, I was so busy, I didn't even do anything to my Facebook. When I looked at it, and it's still reaching at 6 million. So obviously something is working, right? And what is it? What is it that
we would
I
like
do?
to know.
Okay, so I been on this Facebook planet for the last 6.5 years. So I'm sure all of us have a profile page, right? A profile page when we set up Facebook, we have that page. And I play a lot in that playground. And this is a space that a lot of entrepreneurs do not maximize. They keep using their fan page. Just a fan page. And they have a profile page. And in the profile page, there's so many things that you can do for a start. These are some of the immediate cool tips that you can immediately do, and you'll see some key difference in how people like you and then connect with you. Number one, of course, is your face that you use on your profile page. And I realized that what's really powerful is to use a phone selfie photo on your profile page and not a studio shot.
Phone selfie. Okay, got it. Well, I have it. So I post #1 tip.
Don't use that studio shot, especially the real estate agents. They have that studio real estate. Look, don't use that. Just use your face, and not a cat or a flower, but your face. Okay, #1. And I read somewhere based on some stats that if you can tilt your face a little bit,
like that,
and just shift a bit, and you take that photo with a tilted face, you get more people wanting to check you out than if you do like that, just your face front. I think this is an element of curiosity, and people want to get to know you. So that's the first thing that you want to do is your profile page. And then one of the missing spaces that I realize people do not use is the caption. Like when you have a photo, you have this caption space, right? People don't use and utilize that. So we want to make use of that caption space. Like if you have a landing page or you have a website, if you have anything, you want to put it there, so that when people check you out, the first thing they check your photos first. And when they're looking at each one of your photos, then there's a caption space, and make full use of that.
So what would you put in your caption space then?
I would see what I'm posting, and I wouldn't just straight away put my website. For example, if I'm taking a photo, then I say, hey, this is a photo with very minimal makeup. At my age, it's I think less is best. And by the way, I'm also besides this, I'm also taking some supplements or some anti-aging drink, and then if you're interested to get a free sample, so it's
I got it. It's a very subtle way that goes into giving them information.
Yes. Okay. So it's a very flowy way. And then the other thing I realize is because it's a social media, it's not mass media, people really want to get social. And one of the main biggest mistakes I find is a lot of entrepreneurs tell me that I want to be low profile. I want to be low profile in my Facebook. I said, if you are low profile, you're not going to make it on social media. You must be, because people want to be social. People want to get to know you. So you need to unlock some of those albums that you have, especially with your kids and your cat.
The most popular one, kids and cats.
Your cats, your pets, your dogs, or whatever it is. You need to have pictures with them. you need to have like you at the beach with them, you and your pets and you with your books.
Well, for some people, they find it's intrusion on
Intrusive,
their
yeah.
privacy, right?
Yes,
So-
exactly. But these are the rules of social media, and if you're not willing to be social,
Don't be there,
Yeah.
basically, right? So it's
You
either
can't.
don't open profile at all, or if you do, you
You-
have to accept that in order to be successful, you need to open up your family doors
yes,
a little bit.
a little bit. I'm not saying all, but just a bit, just so that people get to know that side of you. And then there's another one. I just want to give one more tip, and this is yet very powerful. It's that space. Like Facebook gives you like this whole billboard space for you to like advertise yourself. Like
mean
that
on the top?
cover,
Yeah, the
that
cover,
cover
yeah.
page. People just have 3 seconds right now to just connect with you on social media. Very short attention span. So when they look at that big billboard space, you want to capture them, like for example, like if you're on Yana's TV,
Yes.
right? You want to have that, like you are being interviewed like with this like, Oprah and something like that. And then you have these camera shots and all, and you have to load that up on your wall. And the moment people come to your page, you say, who's this girl? Like she's like a superstar or something? Like what's she doing? And then that brand perception sinks in, like she must be somebody. And then people want to follow somebody, like this is a lot
Well,
of
nobody
people-
wants to follow nobody, right?
Yeah. So
yes.
it's a perception marketing,
Okay.
yes, and that's very powerful. And if you can just set this up, you just suddenly realize that why is it that you wake up the next morning, you have like 100 people requesting to be friends with you? It's all potential clients, really.
Okay, so now there is also this a common dilemma, okay, for people this age. Maybe you don't have it, but
Okay.
I know for a fact many entrepreneurs who do have it. That's why I'm going to ask.
Okay.
So if you are now also with the page, you can no longer reach organically as many people. So many people now posting their business stuff on their profiling, right? At the same time, you might have family, friends who are close to you, and the conflict of interest, like your family and friends want to see more of you, and your potential clients want to see more of your business. So
Right.
how do you reconcile it? Or it was never a concern for you?
Okay, I would say that the secret to having this merged together, it's through the power of storytelling. So the power of storytelling allows the people that are already in your influence, your friends, your family, to like get to know more of what you do. It's like the power of storytelling. For example, just give an example. Like I just did the Wawa event, right, over the weekend. And then like I write about it on my wall, and I said that like I'm crying while I'm writing this, and that's like the title. So I'm like, why is she crying?
Yeah, catchy.
These are friends, right? So they want to know, why is she crying? Oh, I'm crying while I'm writing this because I'm wowed. I'm wowed by the wow response, and I finished this talk and people come up and my mascara was smudging and they were hugging me and I was hugging them and like we were crying, and they'll be like sucked into the story, like what's going on? What's going
Well,
on?
people like stories.
Yes.
Yes.
Just know that social media is a space where you are not an entrepreneur. Although you are an entrepreneur there, but you are not. You are an entertainer. So if we have this mindset that we are entertaining people all the time, and people are they're just hungry for content and stories, that's why we have like millions of cable TV these days. So people want to be entertained. So if we can put that hat on as an entertainer on social media, you'll make it. You'll really make it. And you'll be able to please both parties, your business partners potentially, and also the friends and family members who will not be annoyed with your postings because they find it very entertaining reading about your story and your journey. They may not be your clients, but they can pom-pom cheer you, or at least not feel annoyed, that
Yes, with you doing this. Yes, I totally hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was for your personal profile. So what about Facebook page?
Facebook
Do you
page.
have anything, like any specific techniques you use for your Facebook
For
page?
Facebook page, I realized that one of the great things that we can do with Facebook page is, of course, advertising. That's what Facebook want us to do.
Yeah, they want us to
like
do that.
to advertise. So, and going back to the same concept of entertainment, and I want to find out first who are the people following me, and they're mainly women. And I want to give them a lot of the women things that they like, and people like to be inspired and motivated. So I'll tend to give a lot of content that possibly is not related to my business. For example, I have this content of this boy who's like crying because the mummy made a very nice like food for him with a smiley face, and he's crying. He said, "This is too nice
To eat.
I can't eat this," and he's crying.
Yes.
And it's such a cute video, and so many of the women in my fan page resonated with that, and they were commenting, and they were and then it was like this engagement going, "Oh, he's so cute," and it is communication happening, and women are so awesome at that. Like, we just jump in this conversation, and before you know it, this whole video just went viral because of the engagement. Although it's not related to the business, but I guess like me being the owner of the page and getting involved in that conversation sort of like get them to know me and I know them, and that gives that sphere of influence. It spreads out your influence more because it's about connecting, and they love you, they know you, they like you, they trust you. Maybe one day they'll buy from you.
Well, it's also what you're talking about when you know your client, right? You don't want just deliver your services. You want to give your client a variety of information will also complement what you do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, it's content marketing. So what's key? Like some interviews I've done, like asking me what is the key to the next business trend. I say the key to the next business trend is still the same key as what Oprah has done, like in mass media. She is like, she is there because she's giving content, and content from other people, right? Like, you're giving content from other people, you're sharing content. It's like on social media is really easy. You don't have to be cracking your head for content all the time. You just need to be the resource center to give people what they want. Like, just look for the content of your audience. So if you are like with a Harley Davidson gang, like you're not going to talk about cosmetics and things like that.
Yes.
So you're going to get all the content about the different bikes and the different
and boy stuff
and the cowboy
and the gym,
hats,
probably, yes.
stuff like that. So you want to give content, and it's all happy content, related content, informative content. So you become the center source of content, because I guess content is king that leads to cash eventually. Yeah.
Thank you, Suria. That was a lot of tips.
Yes.
I hope, guys, you liked it because I loved it.
Yeah.
And that was Suria Mohammed on YanaTV, giving us a lot of golden advice on how to optimize your personal Facebook page and your business Facebook page, so that you can actually create community and tribe that you serve, who loves you, adores you, and eventually brings you more business. So, do you love this video? Share it with your friends. Connect with us, and we talk to you guys next week.
I do so much in my line of work. I work with people all over the world, and my message is the same throughout, whether I'm doing workshops or books or videos or even my nonprofit work in Africa. And it's all about empowering and inspiring people to step into the truth of who they truly are. And a lot of this motivation work and inspiration is like, here's who you have to become. And I believe that you just have to be you. And I believe that's the most powerful thing that anybody can be, because there's nobody like you in the world. You are one of 7 billion people on this planet with your story, your past, your pain, your happiness, your joy, your perspective. And the world needs what you have to say.